Glad to have you with us from Aggie Memorial Stadium in Las Cruces, New Mexico, home to the Aggies of New Mexico State. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the New Mexico State Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis. David. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Bell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. On the line, he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Now the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Makes a man miss. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. They go to the ground.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He'll pull it on the read. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Catch open down the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilbert. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Big guy smells it.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense. And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Turns it loose. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on third down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Here's the return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Duke's fans there today could have done without this one being so close.
Going right to work up top.
Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside there. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And the Aggies are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
New Mexico State.
Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie!
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You can tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
That's a first down for the offense.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Gamecocks will snap it on first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw on third. Snags it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush finishes it. Now put him in a predictable third and long situation.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Trying to bully their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He'll pitch it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Fires deep on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The short hands. It's Bell. Breaks into the open. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Gonna look downfield again. Fires on the move. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. New Mexico State will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Off play action on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Gentry. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock.
1st down for the offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like it's been a terrific scene there today in Las Cruces. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Aggie Memorial Stadium.
The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half.
Kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's King. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. A little screen to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Keeps looking downfield. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, that's what my old college coach used to call Red Snoopy. A little QB sneak. Just get it, tuck your head down, drive those legs, get the 1st.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Nice job by this defense, man. They've really answered the bell. This offense had a good 1st half. 2nd half, man, starting to put a couple of drives together, pressuring the quarterback, getting the sack, making this offense feel uncomfortable.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And they're their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Gives it on the option. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Uncorks one. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds him out of the backfield. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All by himself. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And back to the air on second down. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He caught it. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They try to pop a run on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Hunt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to take the top off. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Uncorks it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Gentry. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Got a man. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sets up the screen. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, New Mexico State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback, if he has to throw it here, to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, and now putting their offense in a great position.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on 3rd down would make it easier. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Just a couple they need to pick up here on 3rd and short in overtime. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. So here comes our first play of overtime. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's now 2nd and goal.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, New Mexico State. They take the lead here in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Gentry. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball 2nd, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball 2nd.
And he tacks on the extra point. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the 2nd OT. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll pull it down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Offense getting set for first down. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this is why you pick defense first when you go into overtime, because I want to know exactly what I need. Nice job on 3rd down, stopping the quarterback, getting the sack, forcing the 4th down, and probably the field goal. Offense, get ready. You know exactly what you need to do.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they regain the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What they have on 3rd down is they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
It always comes down to a few key plays in a game like this, but to lose in overtime, just an absolute kick in the gut.
It's a kick in the gut, and you remember those exact plays, Reese. The things I could have done a little bit better, or the ball could have bounced my way. Just a few of those little plays make the difference in winning or losing the ball game.
And I think as players too, David, you know, when you watch the film, you didn't do enough, but you definitely had some positives out there on the field. Guys stepped up, guys delivered, and put you in a position to win. In the end, moving forward, when the game's on the line, you got to be able to close games out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.